What's going on, guys? Obviously, we're going to do something a little bit different today, but we're doing a Power Rangers Legacy review. And it's not this garbage, it's something totally different. It is the Golden Power Staff. Now, of course, I showed this thing off just briefly in a live stream the other day, because I did pick it up for this lovely gentleman. You guys know Nick.
What's up?
He's my large fluffy friend.
I bring all the other mechs.
He brings all the other mechs and fun things. So, of course, this is for him. So it has been in my possession for a few days, and it is awesome. But because this thing is so big, putting it on the desk wasn't really an option. So, what we're going to try to do is get this thing out on camera. It's not going to happen. However, I have pre-opened this because I totally played with it already. And you haven't seen this.
No, not yet.
So this is a half the reason I want to do it, so you catch his reaction. So watch this childlike face.
Ah! Oh my god.
You gotta support the middle because it is two boxes.
Right.
This thing is, it's easily as long as the Power Sword, which you probably should have brought as comparison.
Right.
But here's your instructions.
Yay!
Throw them away. And first and foremost, pan. Ceiling pans aren't good with prop weapons, guys.
No, not the big ones at least.
So, this is your protected staff. So this is an unboxing along with review.
Oh my god.
That's totally around my feet. Look at the pretty, Nick. You can't touch the pretty yet. No. Ah! Actually, I had to get on to Miss Shoky for touching the chrome.
Oh.
I made her stop touching the chrome. So, first and foremost, guys, look at this thing. It is long. This thing is about 3-ish feet.
That's been a pain in the butt to find.
And it's been incredibly hard to find. I got lucky. There were 2 of them at the Toys R Us I went to. Oh, wait, no. There was 1 of these and 2 Zeonizers. I am wrong. At the other Toys R Us where I got my Zeonizer, there were 2 Golden Power Staffs, but not before he could get a hold of them. So this thing is pretty hefty. It does have die cast, but it's all right there.
Right in the blade.
Right in the blade. And by the way, guys, this, not soft plastic like all the other toys. This is hard plastic. Very different.
It's the same kind of plastic as on the Dragon Dagger. Oh, wow, yeah.
No, the Dragon Dagger is softer than this.
Yeah.
This is solid plastic.
You
So
beat somebody with that.
this is not the kind of prop toy you want to give to your kids. This will do some damage. This isn't even soft. This is the same hard plastic.
And it looks
down
great.
here. It does look phenomenal. You do get non-die cast, but incredibly chromy upper part here. And you do get the accurate black section here. You got some nice silver, possibly paint, possibly just molded in really, really good silver. You got the lovely gem on top, and thank God for the great lighting here.
And if you guys had the old one when we were kids, if you look on the back, there were like holes everywhere.
It was hollow, yeah.
So like that's where all the screws came off, and they did a great job of
They
making this.
they definitely sandwiched this together with new Bandai magical plastic parts that actually just together.
Right.
Because Bandai knows how to put things together. Outside of the Legacy line. The old Legacy line. This is new Legacy.
Right.
This is end of a Legacy, technically speaking. Now, it does do a few things, one of which is that number. Now, it does have lights and sounds. However, I'm not going to demonstrate those just yet because they get annoying after time. But it does actually have the nice spring-loaded bit. Back here is your battery compartment, which, by the way, has my batteries in it. I would like those back before you leave. Hey, it does take 2 AAAs.
Which isn't bad.
It does have your power switch right there. So you can't secretly open this thing, realistically, to change out the batteries or turn it on. Like I said, not going to turn it on right now. Also, your speaker is right there. I do wish the handle was made out of something a little bit different.
A little bit more substantial.
It's, like, feel it. It's crap plastic.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's craptacular. A mild leather wrap would not go amiss. Like, just quickly wrap it, like, super tight so you keep the grip, but feels a little bit better. It does have the nice clear plastic for the switch right here that will operate the lights and sounds whenever we get there. As for the blade part, it does do the thing. The Zeo emblem on the back here is the button, which, by the way, nice die cast. Chrome, you can see my Nintendo wall all right there. And of course, you can hold it here if you want to do like a dynamic flippy pose here. Schwa. Is your back hurting too?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine too. For some reason, standing hurts.
For a long time.
But you get that. And you get the little blaster end, like pew 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 pew
Pew, pew, pew.
pew pew. I can pew 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 at you. So this is just two grown men playing with a toy on camera is what this is. Now I'm just going to keep pushing you out of frame. Just get it out of the freaking... Okay, so that's how you get a golden power staff, by buying it for your friend and then keeping it. Okay, so I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. Now, do you want to play with it?
Sure.
You can't play. Oh, damn. Here's what I'll do for you, though. So there's your activation noise. You can make this.
Yeah. And that's actually very similar to what they had on the old toy.
Yes, very similar, but the lights weren't anywhere as good.
Right.
If it had them at all, if I remember correctly. The actual little jewel on top was like minuscule.
It was.
In comparison. This
tiny.
is very close to what the actual prop had.
Right.
You can probably back up just a little bit, get a little more on camera. The camera is as far back as we can go, so that's why we're like doing it
We're
this
crunching
way.
space.
So very much like when we tried to look at the sword, this is about as good as it's going to get. Now, pull the lever again. No, just...
Oh, yeah.
So you get the nice attack noise.
Yep.
And if you hold it down...
Gotta have the theme song.
Now let it go. Just let it breathe. Talk to the hand.
Yeah.
Wrong morpher. Okay. Now that is the annoying part. I will say that.
It's gotta cycle through.
It's got to cycle through the sounds. Now you can do the thing you've been wanting to do.
Bring it down.
Okay, now watch this if you guys didn't notice this. Pay attention to the lights.
Oh, yeah. Very interactive with the
The lights descend or ascend
depending on where it's at.
sliding. Now, did you know the other trick?
Which... Oh, yeah, the battle tricks.
And that does change depending on if it's up or down.
Right.
You get 1 or 2 extra sounds when it's down.
And then if it's down, it plays the actual Gold Ranger song.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
I gotta hold
Oh,
down,
that
right?
does, not that. You're right.
And
That's
then
right.
The Gold Ranger. Because the Sixth Ranger always has his own theme song.
Oh, yeah. Though I find this one to be a little dumb
This one's alright.
in comparison.
Was White Ranger Tiger Power is the best one.
The only thing it's lacking, I think, is summoning Pyramidas.
Right.
That's the only thing I think it needs to have.
If they did a Summon Pyramidas thing, that'd be great.
Which we need to, that, once again, you can't cancel a sound.
You gotta cycle.
Now you do get the... You gotta have the... Nick.
We're gonna transfer the power.
Transfer the power of the golden.
Right.
Although we can't catch it on camera because it's garbage. Like
Right.
the weight is a little off. That's the only thing I would say.
It feels a lot better though once it's...
When it's down, it's weird, but then
Right.
the floppy nature gets annoying. For a $150 toy, prop replica, it might be a little much. You got die-cast, you got lights, you got electronics. That's all fun and good. Literally about as fun as good. No display stand.
Be nice if it came with a...
If it came with just something to rest it on, and if you watch Dawson's review,
He had the...
he's got... It's for something else entirely.
It's for the Force Effects lightsabers.
Yeah, and it totally works. So
Right.
maybe we need to hit up Ultra Sabers.
There you go.
That'd be cool, because that would totally work.
Ultra Sabers hook us up with a stand.
Just get us
I bought
a lightsaber
I
stand.
bought 2 of your lightsabers.
Well, you didn't go to Matsuri this year either.
Oh no.
Jerk.
Sad day.
Yeah. So, it's a really, really cool thingy. And of course, it does belong to Nick now.
Thank you, by the way.
Of course. I don't need one. If you need one, try to find one at your local Toys R Us, almost Power Rangers store. They're super hard to find. People are clearing them out. People got the original run off of Entertainment Earth because they were the first people who got them.
Right.
It's kind of the same problem with the Legacy Green Ranger helmet that he's been trying to find. If you didn't get them in the first run, it's super... That's gonna keep happening. There we go.
Hey.
Got to turn it off, but it looks neat. Anyways, and if you compare it to the actual one that came with the figure,
Right.
it's pretty dang close. After you paint it,
Right.
I gotta pick on the Legacy line somewhere. So a combination of the Zeonizer and this is actually pretty awesome, except for the fact the Gold Ranger's Morpher is this thing.
Right.
So that's pretty neat. If it had the morphing sounds and stuff like that, not just battle sounds, take it up another notch. Probably would be really worth the money.
Right.
I think. So a stand, little extra noise, especially summoning Pyramidas. Because why couldn't you have Jason or even Trey's voice summoning Pyramidas?
Right.
Call upon the power of Pyramidas or something. You know?
Put like a USB in here so we can just like download it.
Somebody,
that's an idea.
Somebody would probably mod the thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, what do you think? You bought it technically.
I love it.
I mean, it's just going to go in your wall, in your armory.
My armory of, was it all the legacy collection stuff?
Your legacy stuff you've got so far.
I love it. I mean, once you're a collector, there's a point where for each collector, each item, you'll pay the money. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to do the $200 that some people are trying to get for it.
No, I mean,
that was a little ridiculous. But the fact that I got it at like the price that you picked it up for, I was like, yeah, because, I can do that.
Because Toys R Us, of course, has it on 10% off.
Right.
They're not going to go any lower right now.
No.
So $135 plus tax, so I paid $146, technically speaking, which is still cheaper than the original price. But if you're going to pay shipping, do all the other things, just get it for a fair price and the lowest you can get. Sure.
Help each other out.
Yeah, and don't scalp.
Yeah.
And then hope you have a buddy who's willing to buy it off.
Right.
I showed him. I said, "Hey, it's here. Do you want it?" Yes.
I was at work while
he was at work, and like so, it's all good. I like the packaging, although this arrangement right over here,
right,
with the dual thingy, is really very annoying.
That was the same thing with the
sword.
The sword, yeah.
Okay, so just because you're here, so far out of the 4 legacy weapons you've got, 5 technically.
Yeah.
Which one is your favorite so far?
I think
taking everything into consideration.
The sword is still my favorite as far as like feeling substantial,
like a real weapon.
Right. Yeah. Saba, I feel like has the best die-cast look to it.
Yeah. It's probably got the best balance.
It does.
With the head being die-cast.
Right.
And the center being metal.
And they did a really good job with Saba, like giving him his phrases and everything.
Yeah, he's a little more interactive.
Right. The Dragon Dagger is about as good as it gets.
Yeah.
For the Dragon Dagger.
You're not going to beat it as another Dragon Dagger.
No. But I think the Red Power Sword is the best Proplica if you're ready to cosplay off the bat.
Yeah. With maybe a few paint apps.
With a few paint apps, yeah.
Because a lot of people like to, like we talked about it in the review, paint in the engravings with red. Or
right.
Black, sorry. Or maybe a dark gray. Or just give the blade a bit more real look.
Exactly.
Like this actually, because it's not made of the crap plastic.
Right.
I think this looks pretty good.
It looks fantastic. Now I will say the difference between this and the Red Power Sword, this has a substantial more amount of die-cast to it than the Power Sword did.
Yeah, because the Power Sword die-cast is limited only to the coin.
The coin, and I think
it's only
the coin, and then the rest of the metal is the rod that goes up.
The rod in the middle, that's not even just a hard plastic.
So
this, I think, needed a more substantial core.
Right.
Like, literally, like, in the middle, the handle.
But everything else about it is great.
Everything else is solid. I like the sliding gimmick.
Like, the fact that they gave us hard plastic compared to, like, whatever they've had.
Yeah, it's not the crap.
Right.
You can't get away from the rattle with the way that it's built.
And designed.
Right. But this is about as good as we're ever going to get. Aside from like a super high-end prop replica.
Right.
But it's awesome. It definitely fits in the Legacy line, especially with the new aesthetic.
Right.
Like, literally, they went all silver, gold, and black. So, not getting any better.
150 is a little steep.
Yeah.
120 I could deal with.
I say 130. I say 135 max because I mean the Power Sword was already in that range.
Right.
And it's easily as big. It's not long. Actually, it's longer.
It's long. It's about a foot and a half
longer. It
longer.
Doesn't do quite as much.
Right.
No lights, nothing like that.
So that's the difference between each Proplica.
Yeah.
Each one has a different functionality.
But being that they're all close to their correct prop size.
Right.
It's all pretty good. But you kind of left out the Blade Blaster.
And the Blade Blaster's great.
Being that it's early.
Right.
And you still have not ever brought it over.
I need to do that.
Yeah.
Because I even have I got a holster too for it.
Guys, hit up Nick and continually tell him you need to bring the Blade Blaster over. Now, he had an excuse because Harvey was here last time. That was your excuse for not bringing it over.
I'll bring it over next time.
You need to bring it.
Because I got
in 3 months when he comes over again.
I'm a workaholic.
Jerk. Either way, guys. So that's going to be it for the awesome Gold Power Staff. Hold it up and represent it. Sell it to the people, Nick. Be like, Vanna White that shit. Come on. I'm just kidding. Oh, I'll do that while I'll cut. So hold it up the whole time. You can here extend it. It looks prettier. It looks prettier with it extended.
Feels better like that too.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. So that's going to be it for the Golden Power Staff review, and Nick's going to definitely enjoy having this wherever he's going to leave it, because it's just going to sit like all the other things. Actually, a quick little like prong to hold it on the wall would be simple enough.
Real easy.
But like I said, if you can find one, go for it. They're probably going to do another release of them, I would guess, in August, just like the...
September, October is what I saw.
Somewhere in there, because the Green Ranger helmet's in August, at least.
GameStop is going to have it in June.
Oh, well, there we go. Go pick it up at GameStop.
So if I don't find it...
They're going to charge you 10% more.
Yeah.
Because that's what GameStop does. But if it's your only option, it's your only option.
Right.
So, but either way, guys, that's it for this review. Give it a thumbs up if you actually dig it. Hit that subscribe button below me. If you're new here, stop that. I know what you're doing, but don't do it. Buy a Shoky shirt or any of the other ones on the screen right here. And of course, one thing my patrons, as always, John, Andy, Steve, and Kolby. I almost always forget Kolby. If you want to become a patroneer, right here on the screen, go over there if you want to help support the channel and also help dictate some of the things I do here, like the Power Ranger stuff or pick some Gunpla or whatever. And that's it, guys. We'll catch you next time. And remember, as always, let the gold power be on your side.
Keep on reading.
That's it.